Guy stealing my parking spot when I was pregnant. When I was at the end of my pregnancy with my son, a guy kept parking in my designated parking spot in front of my townhouse. I'd have to drive around the neighborhood and find a guest spot far from my house and then walk to my house in the summer heat. I never saw him but left notes on his car asking him not to park there. Nonetheless, he kept doing it. One day, I was so fed up and pissed about it that I marched my 8 months pregnant self outside with a screwdriver, removed his license plates and threw them in the trash so he'd either get pulled over later and or have to spend the day at the DMV getting new ones. That was the last time he parked there. I am really hoping they didn't notice until they were pulled over, and the reason they never parked there again is because they had some outstanding warrants and this gave the cops the chance to get him. I'm impressed by 8 months I couldn't see my feet. If something fell on the floor then it was just gonna have to stay there. I'm just picturing you with your big belly squatting to remove this tool's plate in summer heat. You must have looked a glorious pissed off vision. Screwed him over good. Slices of bologna all over his car in the middle of summer also work. They permanently discolor the paint and leave him with a polka dot car. Why didn't you just have him towed if it was legally your spot? Why put up with it after leaving the first note? I'm guessing no one told the idiot don't piss off a pregnant woman. At least now he knows what happens if you don't pay attention to the notes being left on your car. That would certainly get the point across. Good thinking. I'm seriously impressed that you were so physically nimble at 8 months pregnant. Well done. From what little I understand about pregnancy, I saw this comment. I was so pissed about it that I marched my 8 months pregnant self outside. And thought you were going in a different direction. Wow, love the clever revenge. Hope he learned his lesson. I had a similar issue. Notes were ignored so I glued them to the windscreen in front of the driver so they couldn't ignore them. It stopped. I hope he didn't take it out on your car later on. I think you should have called the cops on him again after that limo for his unregistered vehicle. I would block people in the spot and leave a note on the window with my address so they'd have to come get me. It was always an angry man, woman shrugging, woman shrugging. OMG, that was sweet. Pregnancy hormones are real. As someone that has had issues with my deeded parking spots, I love this story. Great job, smiley face, clapping, clapping. Standing ovation. Not the heroine everyone wants, but the heroine everyone needs. I salute you, madam. A vengeful 8-month pregnant woman with nothing but a screwdriver. I'd cross the street. I would have called the tow truck after taking off the plates. And wiped everything down. No fingerprints. Bravo, clapping hands. Total boss move, kudos. Fair. You're a good soul. I would have pitched a cinder block through his windshield. If his car had been white you could have tripped and spilled a bottle of blue mouthwash all over it on a sunny day. Don't mess with mama's straight savage. I love it. Clever, but I suspect he's stupid and won't put it together. Yes, I have assumed a gender. Bite me. I would have let the air out of the tires. Should have had him towed. If the parking was designated to you, couldn't you have had his car towed each time he parked there? If it's a designated spot for you, was there a way to call a towing company? I have 2 designated spots and have called for the car to be towed multiple times already. Problem solved. Good for you. So rude of him. Getting some of that poop smell spray and unloading into the vehicle's AC air vents would also work too. Years ago my area had a rash of plate thefts. Ever since then I've used Torx key type bolts for the plates. Not impervious to theft, but you need to be fairly well prepared to get him off. This is the way. Good on you. Lol. Should have taken the plate then had them towed as an abandoned vehicle. Well done. Personally I would have slashed his tires after the first note though. This is the way. Is it illegal to let the air out of someone's tires? Asking for a friend. Love it. I parked behind someone who did this with my shitty old truck, they were there for a day. Well played. Should have just had him towed. Next time bring glue and fill in the screw holes with it.